The ocean covers over 70% of our planet, yet we've explored less than 5% of it. It's a world of immense power and breathtaking beauty, but also one of deep, dark secrets. Even with all our modern technology, there are mysteries lurking in the depths that continue to baffle the brightest minds in science. Today, we're diving into 10 ocean phenomena that scientists still can't explain. First up, the magical phenomena of bioluminescent waves. Imagine standing on a beach at night and watching the waves crash ashore, not in darkness, but in a brilliant ethereal blue glow. This light is created by tiny living organisms, like plankton, that emit light when disturbed. But here's the mystery. Why do these blooms happen on such a massive scale, sometimes stretching for miles? And how do these countless tiny creatures coordinate to create such a spectacular, unified light show? Scientists have theories about defense mechanisms or communication, but the exact trigger and the sheer scale of these glowing tides remain a beautiful, unsolved puzzle. Next, let's talk about a sound from the abyss known as the bloop. In 1997, hydrophones deep in the Pacific Ocean detected an ultra-low frequency sound, so powerful it was heard by sensors over 3,000 miles apart. It was louder than any known animal sound, including that of the blue whale, the largest animal on Earth. For years, theories ranged from a colossal, undiscovered sea monster to secret military experiments. The official explanation eventually settled on the sound of a massive icequake, a giant iceberg cracking and breaking away from a glacier. But many are still skeptical. The sound profile of the bloop doesn't perfectly match other recorded icequakes, leaving a sliver of doubt and a whole lot of mystery. What if something else made that sound? Now, picture this. You're on a massive ship in the middle of a calm ocean, when suddenly, a vertical wall of water, as tall as a 10-story building, rises out of nowhere. This is a rogue wave. For centuries, they were dismissed as sailors' tall tailies. But we now have satellite and buoy data that prove they are very real. Unlike tsunamis, which are caused by earthquakes, rogue waves seem to appear and disappear spontaneously in the open sea. They can be more than twice the size of the surrounding waves and are incredibly powerful, capable of sinking even the largest supertankers. The physics behind their formation is still hotly debated. Are they the result of multiple waves merging perfectly? Or is some other unknown force at play? We just don't know. Perhaps even more terrifying than a rogue wave is when a ship vanishes without one. History is filled with accounts of vessels disappearing in perfectly calm seas, with clear weather and no distress calls. Take the case of the USS Cyclops, a massive Navy cargo ship that vanished in the Bermuda Triangle in 1918 with over 300 people on board. No wreckage, no oil slicks, no lifeboats, nothing was ever found. Modern cases are just as baffling. It's one thing to be lost in a hurricane, but to simply cease to exist on a peaceful day? It defies logical explanation. What could possibly cause a massive steel ship to vanish without a trace? Halfway through our dive into the unknown. If you're finding these ocean mysteries as fascinating as I do me a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We post new videos exploring the unexplained every week, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Your support helps us keep searching for answers. All right, let's get back to it. Our next mystery looks like something from another world. Off the coast of Japan, divers discovered intricate circular patterns on the seafloor, some measuring over 6 feet in diameter. They look like underwater crop circles with complex geometric ridges and valleys. The designs were so perfect, it was hard to believe they were natural. For years, the origin was a complete enigma. It wasn't until recently that scientists discovered the artist, a tiny, newly discovered species of pufferfish. The small male fish works tirelessly for a week, flapping his fins to sculpt these elaborate nests in the sand to attract a mate. The mystery of who made them is solved, but a new one arises. How did this tiny fish evolve to become such a master architect, building one of the most complex structures in the animal kingdom? Now imagine discovering a lake at the bottom of the ocean. It sounds impossible, but that's exactly what a brine pool is. These are large areas on the ocean floor where the water is incredibly salty, sometimes 3 to 8 times saltier than the surrounding seawater. This super dense water doesn't mix, creating a distinct surface and shoreline that makes it look just like a lake. But this isn't a place you'd want to swim. The brine is often filled with toxic chemicals like methane and hydrogen sulfide, making it deadly to most sea life that wanders in. Scientists know they are formed by ancient salt deposits, but how they remain so stable and contained for thousands of years in a dynamic deep-sea environment is still a subject of intense research. Our next phenomenon messes with our most basic tools of navigation. There are specific areas in the ocean, like the Bermuda Triangle and the Dragon's Triangle in the Pacific, where compasses go haywire. It's not just old-school magnetic compasses. Even modern electronic navigation systems and satellites can glitch or fail completely. These are known as magnetic anomalies. The leading theory is that these areas have large deposits of magnetic minerals like magnetite in the seafloor crust, which disrupt the Earth's magnetic field. But this doesn't fully explain the temporary and sometimes mobile nature of these anomalies. And it certainly doesn't explain the strange electronic fogs and time-warping effects reported by pilots and sailors who have experienced them firsthand. Next, we have one of the most puzzling behaviors in the animal kingdom: unexplained mass migrations. We understand that many animals migrate for food or breeding, but some ocean migrations are just bizarre. Consider the case of the great white sharks. A group of them, tagged with satellite trackers, was observed leaving the warm, seal-rich waters of California and migrating to a barren patch of open ocean halfway to Hawaii, a place researchers nicknamed the White Shark Cafe. They linger there for months before returning. There's no obvious food source, and it's not a known breeding ground. Why do they travel thousands of miles to hang out in the middle of nowhere? This is just one example. Entire populations of fish and marine mammals have been known to suddenly shift their territory by thousands of miles for reasons that remain a total mystery. Imagine a section of the ocean suddenly heating up, like a pot of water on a stove, but with no stove in sight. These are sudden, localized temperature spikes. In some cases, a small patch of the ocean can increase in temperature by several degrees in a matter of hours, with no apparent cause. Volcanic activity is the obvious suspect, but these events often happen far from any known vents or tectonic hotspots. The heat bursts are often short-lived, dissipating as quickly as they appear. What could be causing these thermal anomalies? Could they be related to undocumented hydrothermal vents, or is it a chemical reaction on the seabed? Or could it be something else entirely, a process we haven't even begun to understand? Finally, we arrive at one of the most famous and controversial ocean mysteries, the Baltic Sea anomaly. In 2011, a team of Swedish oceanographers using sonar to search for shipwrecks discovered something extraordinary. On the floor of the Baltic Sea sat a massive 200-foot wide circular object with features that looked strikingly artificial. It had rounded sides, rigid angles, and what appeared to be staircases. Some have claimed it looks like a crashed UFO, comparing it to the Millennium Falcon. Geologists are more reserved, suggesting it's likely a rare but natural rock formation. The problem is, samples are difficult to obtain, and electronic equipment reportedly fails when near the object. Is it a unique geological feature, a forgotten anti-submarine device from World War II, or something much, much stranger? Until a fully funded expedition can properly investigate, it remains an enigma. From glowing waves to strange sounds and structures that defy explanation, the ocean holds its secrets close. Which one of these mysteries shocked you the most? Let me know your theories in the comments below. I read every single one, and who knows, I might feature your idea in the next video where we uncover even more secrets from the deep. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next adventure into the unknown.